Hello.
Good morning, Desmond.
Good morning. Oh, sorry, zoned out there for a moment.
Oh, you're good.
Who's that? Is that you, Artemis?
Artyom, yes.
Artyom, sorry. Can I don't want to, make assumptions or anything, but could I just call you Artie? That'd be a lot easier for me to remember.
Most people call me Arty, it's all good.
Okay, good. I didn't want to start doing that, and some people are very particular about their name. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to.
I get you.
You can call me. It's Desmond, by the way, in case you forgot. But you can call me Des for short. That works for me.
So, you're new to that area?
I've been here for a few weeks. I got in the area. Well, I guess Ethan and Sage and some of those folks from Livonia have been here for a while, but for a few years. But I got in here when there was let's just say a recent influx of people, and I was wandering around by myself for a while, for a few days, but it was just so I was having a very difficult time surviving. So I reached out on the radio and just to see if I could go somewhere, even just to spend the night and not have to worry about creatures trying to knock the door down or keeping the fire going, etc. And Ethan happened to picked up the radio and told me to come here, and I came here and met Sage, and they basically offered me a place here. So
No. I was with them in Livonia. I've been with them ever since, so.
Right.
They're good people, but
Well,
trouble seems to find us sometimes, so.
Well, these days I think trouble seems to find everybody at some point in time. But, they essentially saved my life as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I was surviving, but just barely surviving, so it's certainly...
Yeah.
Getting in here has certainly been a turn of fortunes for me, better luck and everything.
No, I know exactly what you mean. It was a Walking Dead man when they found me, so.
Have you spoke to Ethan or anybody in the last day or so?
I haven't. What's going on?
You know old man Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he left.
Oh.
You'd have to speak. I wasn't here when he left, so you'd have to speak to Ethan or Sage or whoever was here when he was. But yeah, Ethan told me yesterday that he showed up yesterday and essentially turned in his armband, grabbed his stuff, and I'm not sure where he ended up going to, but
Yeah, seems a lot of people are leaving. Those who are worth a damn will stay,
well,
I shouldn't say that. That's wrong with me, God.
it's I don't know. It's like I said to Ethan, I do understand that, if even myself yesterday, and I don't particularly care, but it's like I was here off and on all day, and Ethan wasn't feeling very well, so he was just kind of sitting here in camp, and so it was just me. You know, I was just out by myself pretty much the whole day, and you know, some people need a little bit more companionship. You know?
Oh, definitely. I get it, but you know, Ethan, something's been going on with him. To be fair, I don't know exactly what's going on with him, but I do know that the events in Livonia have taken their toll.
Well, this is what he was kind of, you know, obviously I wasn't in Livonia and stuff, but he's kind of filled me in. He told me about that super serum and stuff that people had, and apparently there are now side effects showing up to people. So it's like with him, it's his memory and his general, I guess, disposition is different. And but I've also, I can't remember who I was talking to. I think I was talking to it was Sebastian, I think. Might have not been Sebastian. I was talking to somebody else who had been in Livonia, who was not a super, but said that in some of the other people as well, there have been other side effects starting to show up. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. As I said, I didn't know. I'm not from there, so you know, I didn't know them from then, or Ethan from then. So I just know him from now. I know he's trying his best.
No. So what did you do before the world fell apart? Sorry.
Well, I just kind of did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I was in Europe, actually backpacking. I'm from the States originally, and yeah, I was just in Europe, and I was backpacking around and stuff. I think, where was I when everything like was apparent that things were changing? I think I was in Belgium or France. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, you know, things just went to hell so quick, and I never made it back stateside. But from what I've heard from people that have come from the States since everything went to shit, it's like it's the same there. So no, I'm not in any rush to like run back to see any of that. I mean, yeah, I still have family, and you know, I do wonder about them, but at the same time, I'd rather be ignorant, you know what I mean, and think that they're okay and they're fine, than to go back and find them shambling around like the rest of the infected, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's hope that they might survive. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe someday I'll make it back.
Yeah.
What about yourself? I know that when I got here, they told me that you were part of this. Were part of Etheria, but you were out on a supply run or something for a while, or?
No, I told them that it was a lie. A very poor one, but no, I went spirit walking, I guess is the best word. Had to find myself again, you know. I'm originally from here, Generous.
Okay.
I joined the CDF right before this all fell apart, you know. Me and my brothers. And, well, they're gone now, and there's not much I can do about it.
The CBF? No, they're CPF, they're still here.
The CPF?
Yeah.
Russian Defense Force?
Well, that's what, unless I'm getting my, my acronyms, wrong. Yes, they're still here. Let's see. Shortly after, at least I got to this area, when a lot of people got here, there was a group, all dressed in white, driving white SUVs, and they're going around, and they'd go around, I guess, from village to village, and were clearing infected, but sometimes they didn't clear them all, right? And so they ended up essentially drawing like little hordes and stuff like that. So, Camp Wolf, Commander Alley and Quinn and them?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I served with them for a short while.
Okay. So she arranged a meeting with them, and it was Camp Wolf and the few of us here at Etheria. We met that group. Their leader's name was Ivan, and God, there was this guy that was with them. Sweet Jeebus, he must have been 7-8 feet tall. He was a big boy. But anyways, they basically they didn't call themselves that. Okay, he just said that these were his people, and they were essentially clearing infected, and they weren't hostile. They were just more like they've been here for forever kind of thing, and just kind of keep out of their way. Basically, if we keep out of their way, then there's not going to be a problem, right? But then when I was speaking with James Frederick from the Hunters, I was relaying that story to him, and he said that was who they were called. He said CDF. That's who that group was. So, unless it's a new one, maybe it's not the same group that you were with, but there's somebody apparently possibly going by that acronym anyways.
Yeah, because the Generation Defense Force was the military before the fall. That's strange.
Well, like I said, these guys had white, they looked like they were white Hummers, and they are definitely well equipped. Definitely were quite geared. I'm glad they didn't take offense to us asking questions and stuff, because they could have easily taken us out, and there would have been nothing we could have done about it. But that's something you can ask, maybe ask Ethan, or like I said, the as far as the CDF acronym, like I said, that was James Frederick, who was the one that said that to me. I'm positive, so might be somebody else to ask. Maybe some of your comrades are still here, you just don't know it.
Maybe. If they are, I'm not looking to re-enlist. I have my home.
Well, can't blame you there. Honestly, I don't know if anybody's even seen or heard anything from them since we had that encounter. That was a couple of weeks ago. Because that's why I was asking James about it. I asked him if he had heard any more information on that, just because, as I said, they weren't aggressive towards us. They had no interest of being aggressive towards us. It was just more of a indifference kind of thing. It's like, if they're in a village and they're clearing out infected, well, if you're there while they're doing that, well, that's your fault kind of thing. If you get caught the crossfire, or you get attacked by a bunch of infected or whatever, they're there to do a job, and if you're stupid enough to run to the gunshots instead of away, well, that's your problem. So, which, I can appreciate, but still.
Have you seen Ethan around? Is he awake?
Ethan actually was here like maybe 3 or 4 minutes before you came walking up. He came walking up to here, had his head torch on. I said, "Hey," and he said, "Hello," and then he went back. I don't know if he went back to his house or if he went to do something else. So I'm surprised you didn't see him when you came walking back here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's over in the restaurant. I'm not sure.
No, that's fair.
I haven't run into Sage in a few days. She must be sleeping.
No.
Can't really blame her though. I mean, that was a lot of work for them to get that building up and get everything in there, and probably tiring. Still waiting for that elevator to ding though out there.
What is the deal with the elevator?
So I haven't encountered them. Apparently Ethan and Sage have. Not out here, but like elsewhere. There's apparently, I don't know. It sounds very, very science fiction-ish, but then again, I mean, we've got mutants running around and everything else, and so I guess it just par for the course. But apparently, some of those buildings, like the one that's out there by the restaurant, they said you'll hear like a ding and like a female voice saying, you know, going up or going down or whatever, and these guys will come out. They're like a pharmaceutical company. I think the name is Kritas, I believe. They've got all these weird drugs and stuff like that, but apparently those elevators can go up, down, sideways. They go all over the place. Again, James Frederick he's been trying to compile some information on it. Sage, I think, said that she's gotten some different drugs from them, but I haven't really spoken to her about if she's tried them or got them analyzed somehow or whatever. But yeah, it's basically some farmer bros or something somehow got magical elevators that take them all over the place. I guess they're mainly in the south, but that's why it's like when you look out there, there's that lamppost has a light on it working. I mean, there's no power anywhere other than people's solar panels, but that one apparently that's how you know where there might be an elevator, because they'll have a light outside it.
Interesting. It reminds me of like the Doctor Who box, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's what it kind of sounds like, right? It's like,
yeah,
it's not a TARDIS per se, and you know that you go inside and it's bigger on the inside than the outside. But it's like, you know, if you go out there and look right now,
some James Bond type stuff. Yeah,
you go out there right now, it just looks like a shed. But apparently, when this happens, like I said, people, they can come in and out and everything else. So
what was that behind you?
Maybe that's Ethan.
Is that Ethan?
They come long enough.
Oh my goodness!
My brother,
Gee,
I didn't see
what
you.
the? It's been pitch ass black out here.
I just saw his silhouette against the sky, and I was like, you know, what the hell?
Yeah. See, I told you I knew he was around somewhere. Lurking. Holy.
You're a rat bastard, you know that?
That's why I thought you noticed it. I was just standing over here the whole entire time.
Soiled my pantaloons. Holy hell.
Sorry, Desmond.
That's all right.
You are evil, you know that?
I gotta keep on your toes, you know? What up, Artie? How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How much of that conversation did you hear?
Half and half. I was kind of half zoning in and half zoning out.
Okay, good.
Okay, I filled them in about the fact that old man left. Didn't tell him why, because like I said, I wasn't here, so that's something he would need to speak to you or whoever else was here when he did. And we were just talking about the elevators. You probably have more information on that than I, since you actually encountered the farmer bros.
I've only encountered them like twice, and the second time I've ever encountered them, they tried to have a conversation with us that was cut short because of a certain somebody that will not name. But my sister has been the one that has actually talked to them more than I have, so. Want to find out more about these science people, best person to talk to would honestly be her.
I know James
All I know
Frederick.
is that we're...
I was going to say, I know James Frederick. Remember when we were talking to him the other day? I know he's been trying to gather information on them too. So,
yeah. No, they are definitely interesting. Obviously, like, we're not gonna trust them out the bat or anything like that. We're kind of wary still, but we're giving them the chance to actually prove themselves instead of just like, you know, oh look, they're bad, they're doing this, they're doing that kind of shit.
No.
yeah, well, I mean, again, I guess they kind of just sound like those Ivan's group there. Those people, same sort of thing, right? They don't seem aggressive, the Farmer Bros, but they seem kind of different. Like I said, I think they want to use this as experiments, right? So, which
I don't know. From what Sis has told me, is that when she talked to them, that they don't care about they don't like doing human experimentation, like at all. Not like how the Imperium did their shit. Or they, you know, experimented on humans and shit like that, and changed their whole their DNA, all that bullshit. These Cretus people, they find that disgusting. It makes them sick even thinking about it.
all right.
That much I do know. But everything else is kind of still blank to me because, like I said, I haven't really talked to them at all.
Right.
And I know that these elevators they come inside of that they travel with, they don't actually they can't really tell it where to go. It just kind of brings them to a place, and they just step out of it.
Oh.
So it's not really they're up to that. It's not really up to them where it takes them.
Well, damn. I guess you can't use them for deliveries then. I guess, right?
I mean, I don't. I mean, kind of interesting to be able to use it for deliveries. I will not lie with you, but no, probably not. Although it's a very interesting idea.
Well, not if they take you to someplace random. But anyways.
Yeah. I feel that. I got some stuff to put away though. Forgot to do it last night, but yeah, I was tired.
I don't know.
I think the sun's up enough. I'm going to run down and check the rail cars down there. Anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna pray. It's morning. I gotta do my morning prayer.
All right, that's fair. I've got my radio on if you either you or Ethan need to get hold of me.
Alright. Yeah. Be safe.
All right. Thank you.